Go Satanists! The Satanic Temple has successfully challenged part of Missouri's law requiring an ultrasound for abortions. While the case is still being heard, the Solicitor General agreed that the law only requires the woman to be given the opportunity, their quotes, to hear the fetal heartbeat, and if she declines, no ultrasound is necessary. The relevant law does not acknowledge that some other than a woman might seek an abortion. Yeah, that's always problematic. TST is arguing, as they have in the past, that inform and delays features of law requiring a 72-hour delay, reading a pamphlet claiming that life begins at conception, and the until this point required ultrasound violate their religious beliefs and serve no medical purpose. And therefore, the law violates the Establishment Clause. The state disagrees with the claims, but the appeal court said they have a valid case. Neither the Missouri Supreme Court nor the U.S. Supreme Court has considered whether a booklet of this nature, an ultrasound, an audible heartbeat offer, and a 72-hour waiting period violate the religious clause because rights of pregnant women. Missouri Supreme Court Judge Thomas Newton wrote, because we believe that this case raises real and substantial constitutional claims, it is within Missouri Supreme Court exclusive jurisdiction. So once again, the Satanists have stepped forward and are helping to save America from its would-be Christian theocratic leaders. Because remember, that is the goal of the social conservatives in America, to impose their socially conservative worldview upon everyone, whether that person would like to be part of their socially conservative worldview or not. It says, and that's one of the evils of social conservatism, the desire to not only live by a socially conservative worldview, which they are entitled to do so as individuals, but to spread it and impose it upon the world at large, because they just can't stand the idea that there are people out there living their lives without their personal socially conservative worldview, which is always kind of interesting when one group of social conservatives encounters another group of social conservatives. They rarely get along, even though they often espouse the exact same policies. It's quite amazing. So yeah, I'm really supportive of the Satanic Church here. They are helping to defend women's rights and reproductive rights and the right to choose what happens to your own body, which is really awesome, because in America, groups that do the good thing, that fight the good fight, are not easy to find. And amongst the Christian groups, I don't know many that actually defend people's rights to do what they want to. And I've said in the past, if you don't want an abortion, don't get an abortion. And the only uterus that you get to control is the one you possess within your own body. Don't have a uterus inside your body? Guess what? You don't get to control anyone else's uterus. This is just how it works. If you don't like it, tough. You don't get to decide for someone else whether they remain pregnant. You just don't. That's a violation of of human autonomy, of bodily autonomy, of your human rights, deciding for someone else that they must remain pregnant. The Satanic Church here is stepping up. They are walking the walk, not just talking the talk. And I appreciate them. And I hope they succeed. And I hope the social conservatism someday gets swept into the dustbin of history where it belongs.